A very good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, joining me for this Facebook Live discussion on Thoughtful Thursday. Apologies, it's a little bit late today. I'm in my car, as you may have already noticed. I've had a really busy day and I've had some meetings that I've attending to, and I know I've had some of you message me asking me, have you missed it? And so here we are, Thoughtful Thursday. And I wanted to talk to you today. I wasn't going to talk about this today, but I am now because I had a conversation with somebody this morning. And hey, Emma, how are you? Thank you for taking the time to join. I'm going to talk to you today about the statement, "You're mad." And it was actually as a result of a conversation I had with someone this morning. A lady, and she was recounting a situation that she was finding herself in at the moment, and a number of her family members were describing her as mad because of the thinking that she was having around a particular issue. And I just wondered how many of you, and this is a situation, I guess, where a partner and a sibling, hello, I'm fine, thanks, says Emma. I hope you're well. I'm very well indeed, Emma. Thank you so much for asking. And I know that there are a number of you have messaged me regarding relationship issues and partners and whatnot. And is your partner telling you you're mad? Is he telling you you're crazy? Or indeed, it could be the other way around. Your girlfriend, your wife telling you you're crazy? Because people, in order to justify their poor behaviour, will actually try to throw the blame on you. They will try to have you believe that you're the crazy one, that you're the one that's at fault. And in fact, so much so that you might actually start to believe that it's true. So hey Carol, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Jack Eccles, how are you, my main man? I haven't seen you in a long time. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining me. We're talking today around the subject of, are you mad? Or is a partner, a spouse, trying to project onto you that of the two of you that you're the crazy one, or indeed it may be your children as well. Relationship breakups and hey, thank you very much for the hearts and thumbs. If this is Ethel, hi. Yeah, you haven't missed it. You're very welcome. Thanks for joining, and thanks for being so enthusiastic about these little videos on Thoughtful Thursday and Mindful Monday. Really appreciate it, and really appreciate all of you who show up here on a regular basis. I know you know who you are. I really appreciate it, and I'm nearly beginning to worry about you if I don't see you here now. So there we are. Yes, that's lots of thumbs and hearts. Thank you very much. At least I know you're listening, and at least I know it's making some sense. Hi, Ethel. Ethel's saying hi, Gillian, as well there. So are you in a relationship? Now, it may not be that it's a spouse. Hey, Jane, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming along. I want to talk to you today about the statement, are you mad? Is somebody telling you you're crazy because of the way you're behaving? The lady that I spoke to, hi Jonathan, how are you? Lovely to see you on this Thoughtful Thursday. Thanks for joining. We're in the question and in the conversation, are you mad? If someone's telling you you're mad or you're crazy, it's to shield them. It's to protect them. It's to make them look like they are, the one in the wrong. This is, and I don't really like the right, wrong, good, bad, should, shouldn't thing. I think those 6 words should be eliminated from the dictionary myself. But it is really about the person who is doing the abusing. And for those of you who are regular on here with me, you'll know that I was at a conference quite recently on domestic violence and abuse. And the abuser, or the person at fault in the relationship, is the one who's manipulating the situation and having you believe that you're crazy, when in fact you're not crazy. And I just want you to stop. If you're in this situation at the moment, I want you to start to take stock of the facts. What are the facts of the situation? Now, you may have found your husband or your partner, wife, girlfriend, whatever, has been cheating on you. That there may be some issues around that. There may be just a complete breakdown in your relationship, and you're in the question or the distinction of what do I do next. the thing to do first and foremost is to focus on yourself. Okay, now for those of you who know me well, you'll know that if you're focusing on yourself, I believe it's self-care, others believe it's selfish. So whatever distinction you're in, whatever situation you find yourself in at the moment, first of all, take care of yourself. Before you get an exit plan or an exit strategy, or indeed a recovery strategy, if you're going to move on and forgive and forget, you have to first of all get yourself sorted. Now, just because you're overwhelmed by a set of circumstances does not mean you're crazy, okay? You do not need to be going to sign yourself into an institution. You are not crazy. Now, please, please, please hold on to that thought. If some situation that you find yourself in is just overwhelming you, that's what it is. It's overwhelm. It will pass. So, in terms of taking care of yourself, what do you need to do? Well, you need to ask yourself the question, what do I want? Do you want to perhaps try to build and recover this relationship, or do you want to move on? That's the first thing you've got to establish. So then it's a case of, well, how do you heal yourself? So make a list of all of the things that you are feeling or thinking, because remember, we're all on mind, thought, consciousness. Hey, Karen Armstrong, thank you for joining. Good to see you this Thoughtful Thursday. We're doing well today. We've got, maybe it's better I leave it later in the day. We seem to have more people watching along. So in order to get yourself sorted out, hey Kai, how are you? Good to see you. Implementing here some of my free James Lavers tips here. Kai and I follow the same guy. Thank you for the thumbs up, Kai. Good to see you. So, are you mad? And in the context of a relationship, the person who may be projecting blame or telling you that you're mad is the one that's doing the abusing or the hurting. So, in terms of, have you decided if you're going to move on and build a relationship, or are you going to ditch it? But hey, stay put for the moment and stay in this conversation. Then, hey Natalie, good to see you. Thank you for joining me on this Thoughtful Thursday. I must be going on a PB today for the number of people on with me at one go. So thank you very much for taking the time to join me. I really appreciate it. So in order to get yourself sorted, it's to ask yourself, what do you want to do? Do you want to remove yourself from the relationship, or do you want to build it and move on? Now, depending on which conversation you're in will depend the level of work, but either which way, you get yourself sorted first before you decide which pathway you're going to follow. So, taking care of yourself, taking care of your own needs, perhaps writing down what it is you're thinking. So when you're in an overwhelmed state, you're in a lot of thinking. And if you think about mind, thought, consciousness principles, if you're in a lot of thinking, then you're going to be in a lot of feeling. So if you can park your thinking and just deal in the currency of facts about yourself, first and foremost, you're not crazy. That's the one thing you must take away from this. You're not crazy. And then deciding which way you want to go. So that's why it's a good idea to get a coach involved, to get someone who has no attachment, who has no emotional charge in the situation. So get yourself some help. It's good to talk. A problem shared is a problem halved. So remember, it's good to talk, and get a coach who will help you to become accountable, who will hold you to account in terms of taking those steps of moving towards what it is that you want, whether it's to stay or go, but it's to get yourself in the zone, in the game 100%. So no matter what, you're not crazy. You're a lot of thinking about something, that's all. And you know from what I've been telling you before, a lot of thinking means a lot of feeling. So stop the thinking and write everything down. What is the facts of the matter? He, she cheated. You feel whatever. Can you forgive? Can you trust again? These are all things that will then set you about which pathway to go, whether to stay or go, because it's a very difficult situation, but it's up to you. You know, I was talking on Monday about boomerang divorces, and that marriage requires some work and some effort. So moving on from an event or an episode in a relationship will require effort. So before you decide which way you're going to jump, because you need to have an exit strategy whichever way you're going to jump, then it's up to you to get yourself sorted first. So in terms of the grass is always greener, it might not be. There may be elements within the relationship that are worth saving. But please don't give yourself limiting excuses and reasons and justifications for staying, like for the children or whatever you may have been taking on as beliefs from someone else. You don't have to take on their beliefs. But one of the big things that impacts your relationships and moving forward is your values. And if you are unsure of what your values may be, they're like the filters in which you view all communications. If you're interested, I'm going to be running a free, yes you heard it, free 6-week program starting next Thursday, in which we will explore the transformational conversation of coaching. We'll look at your beliefs, we'll look at what your value base are, and when you know what your values are, then you can move forward. Because thank you, Emma. Thank you, Emma's just telling me that's a good subject. Yeah, I try to base it, Emma, on what people are contacting me and speaking to me about. So yeah, I guess there's a lot of people out there in the same situation. So if you're interested in coming along to the life skills program that I'm going to be running, you will be able to explore your values, your beliefs. You'll be able to explore where you want to go, what fears are stopping you from moving forward and having the great life that you deserve, because it is yours by divine right. Hey Claire Page, thank you for joining. Lovely to have you on this Thoughtful Thursday. Unfortunately, we're just coming to the end of this little video for today, but you can watch it again from the beginning whenever I post it after we've finished here. So yeah, if you're interested in going to the 6 weeks life skills program, either send me a private message, or you can see on Lifeology page the details, and you can just call Kirsty. And if you're really interested in what we're about and what we're doing, hey, thank you for those lovely hearts. Really appreciate that. We are, you can join the Lifeology and You group, which is a closed group where we go into a little bit more detail and where my programs and things come up first. Hey Linda, good to see you. We're just about to wrap this one up for today, but you can watch it all from the beginning after we've finished. So that's the bits and pieces for today, for this Thoughtful Thursday. Thank you for taking the time to join me. For all of you that have, I really appreciate it. Really appreciate that it is helping some of you to move forward into a fresh way of being. And I just want to remind you, as always, that you're amazing human beings. We're all unique and we all have amazing talents. That includes you. Yes, that's you. So you remember how wonderful you are, and until we get together again on a Mindful Monday, I want to wish you, the rest of you, a very good day, how much of it's left for you, and I will talk to you Monday. Bye.